It was our live stream Destruction pay-per-view. The vacant IWGP World Tag titles on the line. Marufuji Nogawa took on Nagata and Akiyama, who came out on top. The open challenge was issued by Vader, who accepted the challenge. I can tell you right now, it was the hardest test for Vader to date. Did the undefeated streak continue? Who was the better man when Takeshi Murashima went one-on-one with Shinjiro Otani? Was Otani finally able to defeat Takeshi Murashima? That we will talk about later on tonight. And we hyped it. It was the Wrestle Kingdom 2014 return match. It was supposed to be Misawa, the challenger, the tournament winner, taking on champion Kenta Kobashi. Misawa was taken out. Misawa was injured. As a result, Scott Flash Norton stepped up to the plate in the main event. It was Norton versus Kobashi for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. It all went down on Destruction. This match, the most controversial match in Throwdown Wrestling history. Who's the champion? Let's start Thursday Night Throwdown Wrestling.
Unbelievable! Sucker Irene! That's good night, Irene! That's good night, Irene!
As always, in the booth, it is your host, it is your color commentator, all wrapped into one, Arachnid Soul. Follow me on Twitter, at Arachnid Soul. Let's kick off tonight's action.
Let's see the hottest battle of the great wrestling.
Minoru Tanaka, off the heels of a successful match at TNA Bound for Glory 2014, Tanaka defeated TJ Perkins, aka Manic, a man who's garnered respect in Mexico, in Japan, in the United States. Tonight, Minoru Tanaka, off that big victory, will go one-on-one with Shinjiro Otani. As you see in the lower right, click on that logo to watch the Destruction replay. Arguably the best event we've ever put down in Throwdown Wrestling history. Here tonight, we will not spoil the event. Aside from one match, we will get into the match between Shinjiro Otani and Takeshi Murashima. Let's lay out now for Shinjiro Otani. Shinjiro Otani competed earlier this year in the Catchweight Championship Tournament. That ride came to an end when he went up against the high-intensity, the high-tension monster Takeshi Murashima. It was Murashima that night who was able to get the win over Shinjiro Otani. These two met again 1.5 months ago on a live stream Throwdown. Once again, Takeshi Murashima able to get the Duke, but it was at Destruction in an incredible match, and yes, I'm about to spoil the finish, but I guarantee, go watch that match. Otani, in a beautiful attempt, in a beautiful showing, did defeat Takeshi Murashima. You hear that opening bell, Shinjiro Otani in the red and black. In the white, you see Minoru Tanaka. Once again, it is your host, Arachnid Soul. Beautiful spinning leg lariat to open things up first and foremost. Our condolences to the family and friends of the late great Ox Baker, a legend not only in the United States, but also here in Japan. Let's get into tonight's action. We saw that Toshiaki Kawada style Gammon Gary spinning leg lariat did not connect. Figure 4 leg lock early on, was not able to get it. Let's talk a little bit about the heights and weights as we see that Fujiwara armbar that time from Minoru Tanaka. Tanaka standing in at 5'9", weighing in at about 190 pounds tonight. Yes, Shinjiro Otani does have the slight height advantage, but a pretty substantial weight advantage. Otani coming in tonight 5'11", weighing 225 pounds. For a second time, he went for that figure 4 leg lock. He was not able to get it. Now we see the sleeper hold, the standing rear naked choke. Great move that time. The hip toss, the underarm spin, dragon screw leg whip. Shades of the great Keiji Muta. Another man who actually competed on that TNA Bound for Glory event. Keiji Muta, the founder of the Wrestle-1 promotion that Minoru Tanaka usually wrestles for. Collar and elbow tie-up that time. Side headlock. There's the shin breaker from Shinjiro Otani and a kip up. Let's talk a little bit about the history in this sport in regards to Shinjiro Otani. Some of you might remember him as we see this camel clutch from the 1990s. Shinjiro Otani, actually the first ever WCW Cruiserweight World Champion, defeated Wild Pegasus in tournament finals in that organization. Wild Pegasus, aka the Pegasus Kid, aka the Crippler Chris Benoit. Irish whip that time. And another spin heel kick. Another leg lariat from Shinjiro Otani. The lackadaisical cover does not even get a 1 count. When we talk about Minoru Tanaka, a former junior heavyweight champion in both All Japan Pro Wrestling as well as New Japan Pro Wrestling. It was a solid drop kick we just saw, and now Tanaka into one of his signatures, the ankle lock. The ankle hold that time, you see he has the full leg grapevine locked in. Minoru Tanaka will also look for the Northern Lights suplex as well as the California Maki. This is a spinning, if you will, a swinging, if you will, fisherman suplex. Almost shades of Perry Saturn as we see that schoolboy. And there was a rope break that time. Almost shades of Perry Saturn. A lot of people in the United States would refer to that move as the moss-covered three-handled family credenza. We saw the Yakuza kick that time. Down goes Minoru Tanaka. Forearm shivers. And a shoulder block. Tanaka still up. Both of these men exchanging awesome wrestling here tonight as well as strikes. Minoru Tanaka, the former shoot fighter, the former Battle Arts champion. When we talk about Shinjiro Otani, we're talking about one of the most technically sound wrestlers in the past 30 years. Reverse full arm dragon twist that time in the arm breaker. Forearm shiver that time to the kidneys as Minoru Tanaka is sent into the corner. Once again, click that logo to watch the Destruction livestream pay-per-view replay. Look for the Hurricane Rana off the top. Look for the head scissors. Could not get it. Minoru Tanaka fires up, traps the leg into the Achilles tendon lock. Slightly different from what we saw earlier, not quite the ankle lock. Minoru Tanaka, very comfortable flying, comes off the top. Minoru Tanaka, not only comfortable flying, but very skilled at it. We've actually seen Minoru Tanaka on a number of occasions come off the top rope with the fireball splash, as the great Hayabusa called it. That's the 450. Front face lock that time. A modified Minoru special. It was the snap suplex, almost a la the Dynamite Kid, switched into the Juji Gatami. A move wrongfully called many times the cross arm breaker. Shinjiro Otani, 3/4 cravat chancery, snapmare into the RNC, the kneeling rear naked choke. So technically sound is Shinjiro Otani. And let's talk momentarily about that awesome match at the Destruction pay-per-view. If you have not seen that pay-per-view, I cannot stress enough, from the opening moments to the closing moments of the event, the most controversial event, but at the same time possibly the greatest event in Throwdown wrestling history. Yes, we have new sets of IWGP World Tag Team Champions. We will not spoil that for you. We will not tell you. Bridging German. We will not tell you which team came out on top there. We can also tell you that the man they call Vader issued that open challenge like we talked about earlier. Who showed up? And let's talk about that controversial main event. The buzz is still there. The people are still talking. Mitsuharu Misawa attacked backstage. We still do not know by whom. We do know that Scott Flash Norton did step up. Scott Flash Norton was the other man making it into the tournament finals a couple of months ago with Mitsuharu Misawa. Scott Flash Norton and Kenta Kobashi, two super heavyweights, going at it in the center of the ring. Available now on the Destruction replay. You do not want to miss that match. It is the match we will be talking about for months, possibly years to come. Sit out pile driver that time from Shinjiro Otani. This match has really been back and forth. We see the shot that time by Otani. Once again, the sleeper hold, the rear naked choke. Shinjiro Otani, very good at using things like that spiral powerbomb and the bridging dragon suplex to put his opponents away, but also a submission expert. We've seen him many times use the Cobra Clutch, or as he calls it, the King Cobra Clutch. That sleeper hold, and if he drops back with the full guard, that might be the end game. Otani, once again, will take his man up top. For the second time tonight, looked for that Hurricane Rana that had scissors and could not get it. Irish whip, the hammerlock throw, and another spinning leg lariat from Shinjiro Otani. Otani, a master of springboard moves as well, has been known to come off the top rope with everything from springboard knees to springboard spin heel kicks. From time to time, he'll come off the top rope and actually hit a springboard DDT. Minoru Tanaka returning the favor with a rear naked choke of his own. There you see that awesome camera shot right under the jaw of Shinjiro Otani. Minoru Tanaka back in control here. The Muay Thai style roundhouse kicks. Drops the man in red and black. Tanaka gonna fly. Drops the knee that time. It was a glancing blow, but he did score with the kidneys of Shinjiro Otani. Otani now cutting off Minoru Tanaka. Otani going up top. The Shota palm strike. Both men back into center ring. Stuffs the head, does Otani. There's the power bomb. We talked earlier about that spiral power bomb he likes to use. As we see that knee bar, it's just damn painful. Otani now, we talked about his springboards before. Will we see it here? Otani, no, Otani thinking better of it. Was gonna use the springboard, saw that the other man was back up, and Otani back into the ring to continue this encounter. Picks his man up, Savat kick that time from Minoru Tanaka, high crotch, scoop, and a slam from Shinjiro Otani. Picks his opponent back up, we talked about it, here it is, the King Cobra Clutch. And I'm pretty sure that time Minoru Tanaka has a rope. Otani not breaking. Otani holding that move until 4.5. Otani saw the rope break, did not want to break. Minoru Tanaka out on the ring, floats through, and once again, that King Cobra Clutch on the entrance ramp, on the plank there outside the ring. Minoru Tanaka being worn down with this hold. No, you cannot win it out there. But you can throw a man back into the ring when he's unconscious and you can pin him. Or you can lock that hold back on and finish what you started outside the ring. Minoru Tanaka now taking a powder. Reassessing his game plan in this encounter, very smart. Shinjiro Otani owning the ring. In close in that corner, almost like that heat-seeking missile we see from an Austin Aries. That drop kick to the dome. It was so nice that Shinjiro Otani just did it twice as he crotches his opponent up on the Falcon's nest on the top rope. Front face lock. Avalanche-style brainbuster off the top from Otani. Thought he was going for a cover that time. Otani thought better of it. Picks his man up. Once again, a power bomb as Otani fires up. You've got to think if Shinjiro Otani is using those power bombs to set up for a potential spiral power bomb. Minoru Tanaka now with the fighting spirit. Listen to these strikes. Back and forth. The elbows, the roundhouse kicks. Full arm dragon twist that time. And snaps it off. Spinning leg lariat. Tanaka sent to the outside. Watch Otani. Otani goes plancha suicida the pescata over the top. Sent into the reel. Otani now. There it is. There's that spiral power bomb. Onto the concrete and Minoru Tanaka. Like I said, the fighting spirit right back up. Sends Otani damn near to the other side of the building. Otani hard into that. Wait a minute. Face first into that ring post. I was about to say Otani hard into the guardrail, but Minoru Tanaka even harder face first into the ring post. It was destruction. If you have not seen it, once again, click that link. Check it out. There it is. There's the Frankensteiner. Minoru Tanaka has been defeated. Shinjiro Otani gets the due. Shinjiro Otani on a roll. First at the Destruction pay-per-view. That 5-star classic with Takeshi Murashima. And here tonight on Thursday Night Throwdown Wrestling. Fans, stay with us. We've got a little bit more coming your way. Let's talk about what's going down next week here on Thursday Night Throwdown Wrestling. The return of your IWGP World Junior Heavyweight Champion, Jushin Thunder Liger, and an update on the Norton Kobashi situation. Fans, it's been your host, Arachnid Soul. Go watch the Destruction replay. Thank you, arigato, and good night.